what I'm trying to tell you? See, because I grind so hard, I work so hard, that when I get this opportunity, like, I don't play with it. I don't act like I deserve to be here. I think about my ancestors and what they went through, and that's why I'm here. So the first thing I need y'all to do is, and I know you sweet. You've been sweet since you was in high school. You've been sweet since you was in college, and people have been worshiping you. I understand that. But what I'm trying to tell you, this is different, baby. This ain't high school. This ain't college. Like, this ain't for funsies. Like, this somebody's lifestyle, and people going out there and getting it. And if something happens to you, I promise you, if something happened to you, as sweet as you are, you're gonna be what? Come on, you gotta talk back to me. You're gonna be what? Replaced. Say it again. You're gonna be what? That ought to scare you. That ought to scare you. That alone ought to make you wake up every day and say, I cannot afford to be replaced. Now I need 3 people to be honest before I go there. You cannot afford to be replaced. Why? Somebody talk to me. I can tell you why I can't afford to be replaced. You tell me why you can't afford to be replaced. Say it again. My wife got MS, bruh. She will never go back to work again. You understand me? 3 years ago, she was diagnosed with MS. She will never go back to work again. She's doing phenomenal. I'm building a house in San Diego right now. Why? Because she got a vitamin D deficiency. And Michigan don't work in the wintertime. We don't got a lot of sun. So when I get up to speak, this ain't just about speaking. This making sure baby girl ain't never got to work again. This making sure she got a crib in Michigan, she got a crib in San Diego, and the next one I'm getting her is in Hawaii. Are you hearing what I'm saying? I ain't playing games. This ain't about like putting up something on YouTube. That's like an after effect. The stuff y'all see, that's an after effect of what? Of me grinding for my wife. My son worked for me. I don't want him working for nobody. I'll never forget when my son graduated, he wanted to be an agent. He wanted to work for The Rock. He told me, Dad, I got an opportunity to work with The Rock. I started laughing. He was like, I'm gonna get the chain. You know, he young. I'm gonna get the chain. I said, you gonna get the what? He said, I'm gonna work with The Rock and get the chain. I said, boy, you and Thomas, we make up our own chain. We ain't wearing nobody else's chain. You ain't gotta wear another man's chain. You work and get your own chain. You make your chain famous. You make other people wanna wear your stuff. So number one, I can't be replaced. I got my son counting on me. I can't be replaced. I got my wife counting on me. I can't be replaced. I got my daughter who's a senior at Michigan State counting on me, and she don't know what a loan is. She don't know what FAFSA is. I got my mama who retired counting on me. I can't be replaced. You know what's crazy, bro? I've been doing this for a long time. I used to think in my mind, like when I used to go and speak for teams, I used to think in my mind like, yo, y'all finally there, right? Like, yo, like bros in here like scrapping and people getting up early and people eating right, like, and people ain't on social media and people ain't smoking and people ain't drinking. Like, I was so stupid when I first started doing this. I thought everybody that came to the league was about that life. I just thought everybody was like getting up first thing in the morning, hitting the weights, eating right. I thought everybody came out like, let's go. And then I realized, yo, some dudes got here. This was their whole dream to get to the league, and they got to the league and they ain't got no more dream. You finally got to where you've been trying to get to your whole life, and you were sweeter in high school in terms of the grind. You worked harder in college than you do in the NFL. It blew my mind. You here. But for some of you, that contract messed you up. You soft now. You ain't as hungry as you was when you was in high school. You ain't as hungry as you was when you was in college. You ain't as hungry as you were your first year. You ain't as hungry as you were your second year. And it can tell it, like we can see it in your game. You a grown man. Like I used to watch the game and go like, okay, what's the difference between this team and this team? And it's just like the players. I'm like, no, it's got to be bigger than that. Like they all grown, they all big, they all tight, they shoot the same way. And I started realizing some dudes come with that beast and other dudes just show up. Now I'm asking, so let's start all over again. You giving 120, bro, flat out. You ain't got no more to give. Let me see your hand. You ain't got no more to give. I see you. Yeah. And I'm talking about that grind. I get that grind. I'm at schools. I'm going to prisons. I'm doing everything I can. And when I go to bed at night, I hear, well done, thou good and faithful servant. I hear it. In my head, I hear it. Like, yep, you're getting it, son. Let's go. You're giving 100%. Let me see your hand. You're giving 100%. Good, hands down. You're giving 90%. Yeah, I see you, bro. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, you're giving 80%. Let me see your hand. Good, let's talk real quick. What is it gonna take to get to 120? I need y'all to talk back to me. I got 2 more things. What is it gonna take for y'all to give 120? What is it gonna take for you to give every single thing you got? What is that gonna take? Well, why aren't you doing that right now? That's the question. I need somebody to help me out. You didn't raise your hand for 120. What is that gonna take? Good, consistency. Good, why is it hard to be consistent? Good, mentally. Right? So we're going to have to focus on that. Like when you go back, that's why I'm asking the question. So I'm going to get with Coach. We do some like mental stuff, right? I want to help you because you got to be mentally strong. So when I do my videos, like people ain't like E fell off. Where E at? No. Since the time I did it to now, I've been #1 for the last 5-6 years. It's consistency. And so I got to go to bed at a certain time. I got to wake up at a certain time. There's certain things I can't eat, certain things I can't watch, certain things I can't do. You feel me? Why? Because I want this as bad as I want to breathe. Good. What else is keeping us from being 120? Good. It's got to be what? Good. Let's just be real. For some of y'all, okay, maybe you don't want to raise your hand, but for some of you, when you reach the goal, it was difficult for you to set another goal. Let's say I had a goal when I was young to get to the league, and I got to the league. I'm going to be honest. I made it to the league, and that dog, I ain't got that dog like I used to have it when I was in high school or college. Let me see your hand. Just be honest. It don't mean you ain't got that dog. I'm saying compared to when you was in high school and college and you was trying to get here, you might not got that dog like you had that dog then. Let me hear about outside. We won't worry about nobody else's approval. All right? Only approval we need is God in the bank. We don't need nobody else's approval. You made it. We here. What else? Talk to me. What else? So some of us young, and I ain't talking about age, just immature, and we care about what other people think. And that energy is not going. That energy is not allowing us to put all our energy on. Let me be real with you. I lost 5 aunts to cancer in the last 10 years. My mother-in-law was diagnosed with cancer. They sent her home. She just strong and she outlasted. My wife, MS. Listen to me very closely. Life gonna go on regardless. I just want to make sure that the life we got left, that is sweeter than the life that if I would give up or if I wasn't focused and I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do. So when you've been with somebody since you're 16 years old and they got a chronic illness, don't you know it's easy for me to go drink? It would be easy for me to go drink too. It's rough. My life, it ain't what it used to be before she got sick. Like while God is blessing her, she still got MS. I lost 5 aunts to cancer. You don't think I could have smoked some weed? You don't think I should have took some coke? You don't think I could have got on drugs? You don't think I could have got with other women? Like you don't think when I'm going through that pressure, I couldn't have broke? But you talked about it, mental toughness. It is in those times we have to be stronger than we've ever been before. Why? Because they need us more than they ever needed us before. And you guys are blessed in that you are the 1%ers. Not many people want to be in your life who want the life that you have and you got it and you not taking it serious. Like you know how many people would die to have this life? You know how many people would die to be on the field on Sunday? You know how many people would die to eat the way y'all eat? You know how many people would die to have the gear y'all got? You know how many people would die to get on these planes and travel the world? You know how many people would die to have your life and you got it?